You don't understand. I live like Matt lives. I don't have multiple towels. I have one towel.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
I have one towel. There's certain things that I only have one of. I literally have one towel.
I'm not pissing away money for Bounty paper towels. That's not happening. I'm gonna stick. First of all, you need more than one towel. That is blasphemous. Let's not skip over that real quick. Let's not deviate from that. Is barbaric, my friend. How the hell are you only having one bath towel?
With the show called Bodywrong.
You can eat it.
I don't think I've ever like been so angry before hitting record in my life.
And that's where we begin. Welcome to Bodywrong.
That's what it is. You know, I'm in the body wrong state of mind right now. Honestly, I'm pissed.
Oh, by the way, so remember last week when for some reason my shit would not upload and I was on there for like an hour? My internet. I went, dude, after our podcast, I troubleshooted my computer for 4 hours. I was literally troubleshooting my computer for 4 hours. I'm like, there's no way my download speeds are 10 megabytes per second. That's just my uploads. And then I check all of our other devices. Everything's low. So now I'm looking at the internet. Now it's like a witch hunt for why everything isn't working. Only for me to give up. I did a bunch of shit. I downloaded programs. I cleared shit. Oh, it was a shit show. T-Dog's back here. She's like, honey, you okay? I'm like, don't talk to me. I'm trying to fix the internet. Like, I'm just like, you know, when you like, dude, my degree's in IT. So if something that's supposed to work doesn't work and I can't figure it out, I just get angry. Like I was up all night.
Shame.
And to the point where I laid down,
ran
an internet test, and it was fine.
So then the next day, yeah,
internet was totally fine. I didn't need to do a goddamn thing. I guess it was just a blip with Verizon for 3 hours.
What in the world? Just our luck is what it is. And
by
the way,
for the first 3 months, I didn't have internet in my house. I used my work phone, which only worked at the northeast corner of the house. So I'd plug it there, use a hotspot, and that was the only internet we had for like 3 months.
Couldn't do it. I
nightmare.
Dude, I used to struggle before I moved here. We didn't even have access to like high-speed internet at all. We had that satellite internet where it's a 5 gigabyte cap limit. I used to root my Android phones so I could have free hotspot. And when they finally got 4G in my area, I remember jumping up and down. I was so excited. I was rocking 3G speeds trying to play Halo back in the day.
Jesus.
And Call of Duty. I just remember like every once in a while I'd have like a decent round and they're like, dude, you're jumping all over the freaking place. And I'm like, it's just one of the perks of having this shitty internet. And by the way, Max, you did say the F word within 45 seconds of the show.
Me.
It's
If you're lucky. But you guys may have heard that we were very upset, or at least I was, before the show started, because we were talking about the dishes and how, like, who does it around the household? Are you guys living the 50s lifestyle like some of my friends that I hear? They're always like, hey, I don't do the dishes. That's bitch work. I'm like, excuse me? I know I'm a bitch, but damn, I do the dishes all the time. I'm like, what is this about? And I'm like, you're getting touched every other night. Wow. What are you doing? Screaming like Marge Simpson right now. I'm so upset.
Do they have hogs? I mean, is that what we're competing with here?
How old are these kids?
These guys my age, if not older. I'm about to ask them for their dick pics. Is this weird?
That's all I'm saying. I mean,
yes.
There's one of them that will send it though.
Nice. He sent it to Kanye, his cousin. Is he I'm so blown by that. I found out about that today. I'm like, that is he doing a bit? Is it real? I'm like, come on. He's a few years too late.
He tweeted, he's like, now that y'all know that I'm gay, I can say F-A-G-G-O-T. I won't say it so Matt doesn't have to cut this out, but I'll spell it. AI, do your magic, baby.
So wait, hold on. So what am I missing? Is this with Shannon Sharp?
No, that's something different.
Dude, you didn't see my picture that I posted in the group of Kanye with this long ass tweet basically saying that like because he showed his cousin, his 6-year-old cousin, like nude magazines.
He blamed his mom.
That his parents hid, that his cousin grew up to kill a pregnant woman and he's in jail for life, and then he ended it with, and that's why I sucked his dick for 14 years. And you're just like, we're like
At age 6 or 7, like they were doing the stuff they saw in the magazine. And that's in this new song, Cut Cousin. I'm like, I heard the lyrics
how he
today.
explained it.
I'm like, what? What? This got to be a bit. Is it real? I think it's real. But it's got to be real, right?
Okay, that explains why I've seen so many Kanye gay fish memes. I've seen so many that are like, we told you. Like I keep seeing that everywhere. And I didn't understand. Okay, so is Burley still defending this guy?
I know, right? That was my first thought. I'm like,
hold on, what did he say? I feel like I don't even know, because in the other group that we're in, Eubin, all it is Steph and him sending Instagram shit. Like and TikToks. Like literally the whole thing is just between those two. And I can't, like, sometimes I'll miss the one sentence that someone had said because there's just 13 of them.
Well, and this has been the craziest 2 weeks ever, to where it's been 2 weeks since I've opened up that group chat. So I can't even tell you how far behind I am in that one.
Oh,
you open it every Wednesday.
Just give up.
It is. Well, that one's rough. Well, I don't even think about Instagram, honestly, and until it message you guys. And then sometimes it'll say that Burley has sent me a message through TikTok, and I'm like, and it's the exact same video that he's sending me through Instagram. So it'll trap me into opening up Instagram again. I'm like, you got me. You got me. If I had my notifications on, I'd be screwed. There's no way. Too many people are looking at my phone too many times, and the amount of shit that is said in these group chats would get me fired immediately.
Oh, yeah, no.
I can't even open up. I sent you guys a screenshot of my homepage. It's disgusting. It's a lot of sexual Down syndrome content, which I didn't know you could put 2 and 2 together, but it's a lot of those two. And it's wild. But back to this dishwashing thing, okay? When you guys load your dishes or your utensils, how do you do it? Are you grouping them together? Are you putting all spoons with the spoons? Are you mixing and matching? Are they down? Are they pointing up? Explain it to me so I can judge you.
So for me, it's all size dependent. So with the kids, I have 3 kids, and they have the different sizes of forks. So those I can usually bunch the spoons on one side and forks on one side. The bigger stuff that I use, my wife uses, they go on the outside around it. There's like there's 2 different slots on each side. So usually I put one each there and whatever. Knives go into one corner, and like the steak knives go in the middle. And then,
okay.
Yeah, then I have a whole thing with plates, bowls, and cups go in the top rack and all that stuff like that. So no plastics. I don't put anything plastic in the dishwasher anymore.
Okay. Max?
Do you want to judge me?
Yeah.
My workaround for not doing dishes is we use paper plates and plastic forks, knives, and spoons. Unless it's like a homemade dinner that I made, or like something special, or if it's something that like you're not going to put a whole thing of pasta. Technically, you could, but that, you put that on a regular plate. Most days we're using paper and plastic. I hate doing dishes. So if I can avoid it, there's certain things that we use, like you can't like have a paper blender, that's not going to work. Or, like certain things you have to use. Like we're not using plastic cups. I think that's where I draw the line, is plastic cups.
I was going to ask, because there's no way in hell I'm drinking out of a paper cup the entire time. Now those little plastic ones though, the guy that I work with, he steals paper plates from work, the little plastic cups, the silverware, everything from work. That again, the toilet paper, which there's no way in hell I'd use that toilet paper, but he uses it for his guest bathroom. He's like, oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm like,
oh, that's punishment, dude.
But also I'm like, man, I was like, you don't pay for a lot of groceries and stuff like that, do you? He's like, he goes, they don't want to pay us. I make my money elsewhere. And I'm like, that's good thinking,
Sure, can he get fired for that? I feel like he can
absolutely
get fired for that.
If he gets age. Do you know what I mean? And
it follows Eubin everywhere he goes. I feel like every job he's worked at, there's always a workaround. Someone is either take advantage of the system or not.
Oh, 100%. Like, honestly, that's one of the things at the job is test the limits of how much you can abuse the system before it's noticed or it's a problem. Like, He in his all of his rooms have like the duvets, the sheets, the pillows, and everything from the hotels, and it's made exactly like the beds are made like at the hotel. I'm like, that's fun. I'm like, you stole all that? And he goes, I sleep like a king. He goes, speaking of king, he goes, those are king fitted sheets, homie. He's like, those are hard to find. Look at that. He's like talking about the thread count and everything. He goes, we got good sheets there.
It's
He goes, that's nice.
Egyptians.
That's I know. He's like these 3,000 thread Egyptian silk sheets or whatever. I don't even know, but yeah, I'm over here rocking Walmart for comforters and everything, and I'm like, damn, I'm not stealing shit. I need to. My
You
potential
need to
is
step your game up, bro.
I'm just slacking, and I'm an
I buy
embarrassment.
everything on Costco. So like ever since I got the Costco membership, I just buy a stack of plates that is 300, and then I buy the giant thing of plastic utensils. And I mean that shit's lasted. This is our first round of this because obviously I just got the Costco membership pretty recently. It's lasts us forever, and we buy the big ass things of toilet paper and the big ass things of fucking paper, paper towels. And by the way, it has to be Bounty. If you're getting anything but Bounty, you're a piece of shit. Okay, none of the other paper towels work like Bounty. I don't care what you say.
Is okay. It does work. If it's not on sale, if I'm in desperate need, if Bounty isn't on clearance for that month or whatever, I'll get the Kirkland brand. It's a desperation though, but it's okay. It does do the job.
I've tried to skimp, man. I feel like Bounty it's the picker upper.
It's
baby.
different. I know
it really is. It's just different. I don't know how many trees they kill to be used for their products, but whatever they do, it works better than all the generic shit.
That's a weird flex to talk about the paper towels that you're using because that's big boy money. Spending money on Bounty paper towels,
it's
bro.
It's a pack of 24. It'll last you a good month or two.
Yeah, for like $50, bro. Like I'm talking that shit's expensive.
No,
you know how much I'm dropping.
$25 regular price was on clearance like $20.
Still outrageous. There's no way I'm dropping 50 cents per roll. Give me that great value sandpaper, whatever the hell it is.
Got to use 32 things of paper towel when you only need 2 for Bounty, bro. You got to be smart here.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm still, whatever I'm using that task for, I'm not going to leave that paper towel out. I'm still going to throw it away. So if anything in my mind is this quicker picker upper bullshit that I'm using to wipe the countertops, once the job is done, I'm throwing it away. I'm still just going to use one sheet.
You get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. I feel like you end up with the cheap shit, you end up using double.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with like batteries, right? You buy the fucking cheap batteries, and for some reason that whatever little African kid that they used in they're like in the cheap side of the mine. I don't know what they use, but it's cheap shit. Whereas Duracell, if you just bought the Duracell, yeah, they're $3 more. They're gonna or Energizer. Sorry, whatever floats your boat. I tend to use Energizer. Duracell.
You said it right that time.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not having a stroke, right? You heard that too.
Did I have a stroke? I don't know. It's possible.
You said it differently. I'm like, is that his Philly accent?
You said Duracell.
So probably, yeah, it's probably just me.
Maybe I was again. It's one of those things where it's like a Japanese biting beetle. Is this a racist thing or something? Like, do we just? Is this my hick coming out? Duracell is how I've always pronounced it. I don't know. Is that?
All I'm saying is that's if you're using the name brand shit, a lot of the times there's a reason. Not all the time.
Chargeable.
I just found this out recently. There's an expiration date on Duracells, and one of my fire alarms, the battery died, and it's it's a special C battery. And I pulled it out. I put it in there, and it's still going off. I'm like, what the heck? And I pulled it out and look at it, and I see expiration date. It expired last year. I'm like, they expire? I'm like, when? This is new. I ran downstairs, looked at my bag. I'm like, looking at it. I'm like, oh my God, there's an expiration date. I'm checking the AA, AAAs. I'm like, dang, when did this happen?
That's bullshit.
Yours takes a C battery?
Yeah.
Holy shit, mine's a 9-volt.
That's a C battery.
No, C battery's a round battery, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like...
You guys are living in the Stone Ages, bros. I got Google Nests in my house. Okay, everything's connected to the internet for CO2 and all that other bullshit. And I don't need shit because they recharge. So fuck you guys and your ancient ass 9-volt.
I recharge my batteries for my AA for the majority of our stuff. But if not, give me those Rayovac, baby. Give me them cheap batteries.
Harbor Freight.
Yes, sir. I don't get... Now, the ones I will not stand for are the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General ones. Those are ass. The Ray effects, though, I fuck with those. Those aren't bad.
You know, T-Dog wanted me to bring this up to ask you guys, because we had our 4-day bender of drinking every day. So we were up till, late and watching random shit. And she wanted to know, what are like the shows or movies to you guys that like creeped you out? Like actually creeped you out. So like hers was the Munsters. She was creeped out by the Munsters. And what was the other one, babe? Anything with Pee Wee Herman. I mean, I guess I get it, because he's a creepy dude. His movie, Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, was a creepy ass movie. But what's your thoughts on that, boys?
For me,
The
it's
Munsters.
different. It's hard to scare me or
Cupid's laughing at you.
the I know, right? I thought the Rob Zombie movie. I'm like, that? I'm like, oh, the TV show.
Nope. Yep. Herman Munster.
The music to it.
The music to it. The music to it.
Does the X-Files get her?
I don't think she's ever seen the X-Files. She doesn't like sci-fi type shit.
Okay.
It's stupid.
She thinks it's stupid.
I believe.
Man, you know what? Whenever my mom used to work at a casino in Vegas, so she was out until like 1:00 in the morning, and we used to have to stay at this, like, it looked like a baby jail or something. I don't know what it was, but she used to come bail me out at like 1:00 in the morning every time. And we used to fall asleep to Tales of the Crypt. Do you guys remember that?
Heck yeah.
I was 5 years old watching that, and that one didn't scare me as much. And I was even the Crypt Keeper for Halloween one time, because I was like, hey, we watched this in daycare. I was like, look at this.
I'm so
Baby
jealous.
jail.
In baby jail. But man, I can't remember. I think they were just called, like, there were certain movies about like insects and rodents and stuff like that, like, they're like, oh my God, it's an army of bees that's trying to attack us, or there's bats or roaches or something. There was some movies like that I watched when I was a kid that is still like just absolutely terrifies me to this day. If I see a wasp, it's on sight, bro. I am fight or flight. I'm running for my life. I'm not dying today.
It's funny you say that. I think mine, the show that, and this came up at during my podcast. I was talking to someone about it, but the show that, like, I still remember to this day that, like, I used to watch Tales from the Crypt with my dad. My dad would be like, "Don't tell your mom you're up this late, and we'll keep it on, and just don't tell them," type shit, So I watched that, but the show after Tales from the Crypt, and I think it was called Monsters. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it is hands down one of the creepiest. And it was only on for 3 seasons, I think, or it was a short run, but it was in the late 80s. I was a kid, like I was like 4 or 5. I still remember the intro, and it just creeped me. It's still, hold on, let me see it. Well, I don't want us to get in trouble on YouTube. You think we'll get in trouble?
Oh no, you just don't want to get scared again, huh?
It's
Is that
Monsters.
what it is?
Yeah, it aired
It's
from
Monsters, right?
Yeah, it aired from 1988 to 1991.
88.
Yeah.
Do you have the? Can you play the intro? See if you have the intro on YouTube.
I just googled it. Hang on.
It's weird, dude. It's like it's creepy as shit.
Probably
it's a show
will.
from 1988 to 91.
Oh.
I got it. I got it.
But yeah, for me, nothing really scares me. There's only been one movie that's actually like gave me the chills, and that's Insidious. And that movie it's actually well done, like all the different things. But so last year at the Halloween Horror Nights for Universal Studios, one of the mazes was Insidious, the Red Door, and it's the old lady. She was like walking around in one of the mazes, and like it gives me the creeps. It gives me the chills. Like I'm ready to do some damage and fight. And like she like comes up to you and like smiles and like tries to scare you. Like I remember my spider sense going crazy. I was ready to fight. I was like, it still gives me the chills. I'm like, damn, it's a good movie.
That's such a good movie series, Insidious. Love that movie series.
Haven't seen Insidious either. I need to watch.
What?
Dude, I'm telling you. As soon as you guys say, have you seen? Nope. I guaranteed probably.
You didn't
not.
ask that. Yeah. I remember this now.
Like, this creeped me out, dude. Look at these people.
She's horny.
That music still to this day creeps me the. I don't know what it is, dude, but it just creeps me out.
Glad
Looks
that
weird,
was
right?
that
It's-
was wild.
Yeah, it brought me back, dude. Like I see that and I picture cone heads in my head.
Yeah, like you can tell like that is literally like a late 80s horror show, like, but it followed Tales from the Crypt, and I guess my dad would keep it on, and that shit just it was like an anthology type show. So like it had, different thing every episode. And it was just weird shit, dude. Like Tales from the Crypt was weird. This just took it to another level of weird.
See, like I'm a little bit younger too, so like Nickelodeon had their own scary one too. That was Are You Afraid of the Dark? And it was all right, but
I loved that show. Have you ever gone back to rewatch it?
no.
I've had my kids watch it, and I look at it. I'm like, this had the impact on kids. I never watched it. For me, it was Goosebumps. I love watching Goosebumps on Fox, but I never watched. I don't think I had Nickelodeon, but I've had my kids watch
Dude.
it, and like they love it. And they tell stories. So
It was, if you go back and rewatch the old one, it is like this, the episodes you're like, oh, this creeped me out. Like the video game one where they get trapped in the video game and all that. It is so bad. Like it is laughably, like your memory, like just go watch an old episode, dude. Your memory, like it's on Disney Plus. So like your memory from what it was when you were a kid to now, you're just like, what? This is, it's so bad.
Dude, I just remember whenever the intro would come on and everything too, you're like, oh my god, it's scary time. Like it's this, they're showing the big kid stuff. Oh no, like this is shit's getting. What happened to Tommy Pickles? He's gone.
But it's not like, no, they think you're crazy for being scared of the monsters.
Yeah, I mean now that kid's face,
Freaked out.
punchable for sure. That kid's face was punchable, but
He said that the kid's face was punchable.
But not. I'm not.
did she
I'm
watch
losing
Wednesday?
sleep.
That TV show? She doesn't.
No,
Okay.
no, yeah, it's not our thing.
She's a quivering pussy, isn't she?
Called you a quivering pussy.
I didn't say I was scared. I said creeped out.
Oh, that one's gonna keep her up at night. She's gonna be like,
Oh,
she's like,
there's gonna be a dartboard when I come home, and your face is gonna be on it. Even quivering. This. No, dude, it's definitely those old school shows. There's just something about them. I mean, Are You Afraid of the Dark is kind of laughable now, but like if you went back and rewatched some of that old shit from when we were kids, it's just not the same. Ren and Stimpy still is though.
did you guys see they changed Barney?
You did? That still exists?
Barney's back. Barney is back. Hold on, I saw it at Walmart, and I was like, wait. I was like, this guy's back here. Oh, there it is. Let's see if I can pull this up real quick.
Damn it, I had a point too. Good, you brought up something because I think they brought something back too, and I can't fucking remember. Damn me in my memory. This is what happens when I don't drink.
Food or TV related? Movie related?
I feel like, yeah, that's fine.
Look what they did to my boy.
That looks awful, man.
Look what they did to my boy. They've abandoned my child. No, look at that. I mean, that is blasphemous. Who does that?
Even
They
the
have
kids are
on it?
animated.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like I saw that, like I turned around the corner, I was like, is that Barney? I was like, no. I was like, what kind of, I was like, who is that? And it said Barney and Friends, and I'm like, oh, they're bringing it back. But I was like, of course they changed it. I was like, you give me that 90s nostalgia. Bring back Gullah Gullah Island too. Remember that shit? We're diving deep now.
They tried to bring back the Magic School Bus. It didn't work.
You know what they need to do? Bring back the games. Like I want backyard baseball again. Give me Magic School Bus. The Oregon Trail, we had it made. That was some top tier games, dude.
No, we saw in the yard of someone's house 2 days ago. We were walking the dogs. It was the Nerf Vortex.
We have those, dude. If you had kids, you would understand that's a top tier toy to have in the house,
Yeah.
okay? It's whistling whenever you're throwing. Remember the
Yeah.
Joe Montana commercial? Patrick Mahomes. We don't need that piece of shit. We had Joe Montana throwing it out of the
Do you remember the
stadium.
glow in the dark one?
Oh
Or
yes,
like
that
it had
was.
a light in it that like you hit the light. Oh,
Dude, they had so many I've been going thrifting and everything too, and it's the amount of shit that people throw away. I was telling the guys on staying on my fridge, I was like, my son is obsessed with the old Xbox games, which is why you see like a little stack behind me here. He's been digging through them and he likes football games, and he's obsessed with NFL Street now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
top tier game, baby. I was like, yeah, that game's sick
classic.
too. And while we were at the thrift store, he sees a football and he goes, "Oh, hey, Dad, look at this." And it says NFL Street, like it's an actual NFL Street, like early 2000s football. And he's like, "Can we get it?" I'm like, "It's $1." Fuck yeah, I would spend 5 on that shit, homie. Grab that shit. It was like deflated, and I'm like squeezing it to see if like I can hear any air coming out of it. Thing's prime, dude. The thing is
I know you
so
guys
sick.
aren't like the biggest gamers, but I will tell you this. Yesterday, Elder Scrolls. I don't know if you ever played Elder Scrolls. Oblivion was one of like the original like it wasn't a launch game for the Xbox 360, but it came out. It was supposed to be a launch game, and then they pushed it back. But it was like it's like a top 20 RPG of all time, maybe top 10, depending how you like what you like to play. Open world, you can steal and cheat, and there's factions. It's dude, it was a really good game back like 2005 or 2004. They they announced it yesterday and launched it yesterday. They remastered the entire game.
Wow.
So they kept a lot of the original quirkiness of like exploits and other shit, but it's like they fully redesigned it from the ground up of like they've been working on it since 2021 where it's Unreal Engine 5 like and they added new voice lines and all and people lost their shit cuz this is like I was geez, what was I? So I just graduated high school. I was like 18, 19 when the game came out. So it was like one of those mind blowing games, you know, because you weren't used to a game where it was just so big. Like it was hours. It took hours upon hours to beat. And so you had a bunch of people. Apparently, a bunch of people were like calling out of work. They weren't showing up because like it was available to download and buy yesterday, like right away as soon as they announced it. So people were just freaking out. And I was like, I wish they would do that to more games. Like
That would
you
be
keep the
sick.
nostalgia, but you kind of update it a bit, you know?
I saw yesterday that they updated or they have a new trailer for Ghost of Tsushima too. I saw that yesterday. Do you think that Elder Scrolls can work as a movie with the success of Minecraft?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it would be more like a Game of Thrones style,
Gotcha.
probably the way it is. But it's cool, dude, because they have like I don't know if it was Oblivion. I think it was the next one. But they had they have factions. You have like the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Thieves Guild, and there's another one. And I forget what that I think it's like the Dark Brotherhood. That's what it's called. And dude, the quests that you did as a dark like to join the Dark Brotherhood was wild. Like you'd have to sneak into this guy's house at a specific time of night. Every time at like 9 p.m. he would sit in his favorite chair and you had to find a way to kill him stealthily and so that no one knew so that you could get out of the house. And there was different ways you could do it. So, you know, I think the way I did it is I crawled up into a crawl space and he had a mounted deer head in front of like the fireplace and I like hit something so that it would fall and it would just fall and kill him. But like this was like a, you know, the Elder Scrolls games, like when they came out, dude, they were like revolutionary type shit, you know? And Oblivion, I think was the same way. Dark Brotherhood, they had a lot of really cool quest lines that you could do. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild were okay, but the Thieves Guild was always fun. And the Dark Brotherhood was the best because you're basically murdering people, but you had to do it like in the specific way they outlined. So you had to like wait outside this guy's house or like figure out what his timeline was. Of course, back in the day, I would just, there wasn't YouTube. I'd have to go on like Game Facts to figure out what people did to do
Game
it.
guides.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, their game guides. I still have one, I think.
Yeah.
They're this big.
Oh yeah.
But people were freaking out too because they gave you all the expansions. There was like 5 expansions with it, or 4 expansions, and you got like it's just it's the entire game remastered that they gave you. You could probably go on Twitch, dude. I'm sure there's like 1 million people playing it right now.
I never played that. I never played Diablo. I never played World of Warcraft.
Good for you.
So that's why, like, a lot of those type of games I never played. So everyone's like, hey, you know,
Same here.
now there was Unreal Tournament. So I remember the Unreal engines, like, of the Unreal tournaments back in the day. Like, that game was fun. Like, I remember playing that a little bit. But I played Grand Theft Auto Vice City probably on the PC more than I did anything else, with the exception of there was a game that the Army used to give people to try to recruit them, and it was called America's Army, and it was like this online game, and I remember my name. It was Bazooka Stud 69. Don't you forget it. And I remember it was the first game that I was able to I had some friends that were like, hey, do you want to hack this game? And I was like, yeah, I do. Show me how. And I had aim finder. So whenever I'd start the game, it showed me exactly where everybody was at. So I'm like yeeting grenades immediately, killing 3 people. And they're like, how's this piece of shit know we're at all the time? And I'm like, I'm just that good with my dial-up internet connection. So I'm lagging and just sniping people, fucking grenading them and everything. The assassin. And everyone's like, God damn, Zuka Stud 69. And I'm like, teabagging them. I love that game. Got it for the
Army
original.
shows up at your front door and they're like, hey, we'd love for you to be a general in the Army. And you're like, Bazooka Stud doesn't do that, sir.
I'm over there with hot Cheeto dust all over my keyboard and my mouse. And I got jizz stains on the armchair and my computer chair or whatever. I'm having
Sounds
a good
like
time.
Velcro when you get up. You're like,
Yeah. That's whenever I'd have to wait 6 hours for LimeWire to download a good porno to find out that it's an actual Spider-Man movie. I'm like, this is bullshit.
It's only
This
30.
is- Yeah, why is Tobey Maguire on my screen right now? Get him off.
I'm saying
Not
that
literally.
to T-Dog. I was downloading the Oblivion game yesterday because I have Game Pass, so it's free. So I got home. I'm like, oh, I'll download off around with this weekend. And I'm like, it was like 65% of the way downloaded. I'm like, what the man? Why is it taking so long? And it's only been like 3 minutes. It's 110 gigs. So, and it was like 75 gigs downloaded. I'm like, this would have probably took 2 weeks. It's like 10 years ago. And I'm complaining because I'm at 3 minutes and it's 100 gigs. How far we've come, boys. How far we've come.
That's insane. Like, I just remember like games just being able to be installed and just like putting the disc in and just immediately start playing instead of all this downloading shit and installing. And I hate it. Hate every bit of it. But like, I don't get excited about hardly any games, but I do for Game Pass because my kids have it, and occasionally I'll get on there and they know I'm really up when the Power Wash Simulator comes on, baby. I love that. You give me that. I will do that shit for 4 hours straight, just power washing this house. Oh, have you guys ever played it before?
No.
No.
Oh, don't, because you'll get hooked. That and Roblox. I will some kids up on some Roblox, dude. There's a whole bunch of different games on there where you can shoot and stuff, and you can hear them screaming and everything. I love it. The only time I get on Fortnite too. Open mics, hear them kids cry, feed off of that shit. Love it.
Dude, Game Pass is legit, bro. There is so many games. I think I buy like 2 years in advance, and I always buy it before the price increase. So like recently I bought it at like $17.99 or something before. It was like $16.99 before it went up to $18.99. But like, dude, there's hundreds of like amazing games, like top tier games from like the best studios you can think of. So you're like, why wouldn't you do this? Like there's no point. There's no need to go buy games. You just play what's on. Like Game Pass has day one games that come out all the time, and like they're good games.
Do you do like the EA bundle too, where you have like all the like Maddens and the EA games and?
Well, I mainly use, so I use it for PC and
Gotcha.
PC. I do the Ultimate, so it comes with the EA Pass now. So
Yep.
like, yeah, but you don't get the Maddens until like right after. It's like the week of the Super Bowl or the
It's
week
the
after the Super Bowl.
Same goddamn game every year, anyways. It's the same
Yeah,
shit.
I downloaded. I played it for like a week. I mean, you know, it's something to fuck around with. You know, I have a controller attached to the PC. That's like one of those games you can't play keyboard and mouse. It's horrendous on keyboard and mouse.
See, I've been fighting the hockey games too. That's why as soon as I had that EA pass, I was like, oh shit. I was like, I don't even watch hockey, but I was like, maybe I'll understand if I played a little bit. It was fun. Did I get my ass kicked a lot? Absolutely. That online head to head, Them Canadians, they act like they're friendly. They're pieces of shit online, dude. Vicious. I'm getting these people from Alberta screaming at me. Sounds hilarious, but their words are not kind at all.
Yeah, I don't play much video games anymore. It's been a long time.
If you could play any game right now, what would it be?
Any game? Or I go
Any
back
game.
to any system?
Yeah.
I'd probably go back to Zelda for N64, the Ocarina of Time.
Good one. The Switch 2 pre-orders go live tonight at midnight. That's gonna be a total shit show. People are gonna be freaking out. The new Switch.
Did you see the price of the video games on the Switch 2?
Absurd.
That's insane.
How much does it cost?
It's like $100 a game now. And then I think the Switch itself, was it like $800? Or I can't remember.
Nah, I think it's like $90, I think, for a physical game or a digital game. Yeah, and then the system itself was like $450, I think.
Oh, okay, I was way out.
And the old one was $350, but it could have went up too because of the tariffs. I don't know. I don't know if they built that into the price originally, but dude,
isn't that why they delayed it? I know there was a delay.
So. I just think it's absurd that for a system that's like 2 generations technically behind, technologically speaking, it's charging like they're opening the door to just for the big studios to screw us with the other systems.
Well, yeah. Because imagine a PS5 or Xbox, whatever the next iteration comes out, be over $1,000.
They're talking about the new Xbox being like a gaming computer. Like they're talking about it being very sophisticated, and my dick is so erect. I'm so ready for a good console. I had the same Xbox for 7 years now. Like I have the oldest one in the house. So like my kids are always loading in quicker in all these games. They're like, damn, Dad, your Xbox is trash. And I'm like, because I got to keep supporting you freeloaders. Damn. Shit's expensive, you know? And so now they've been talking about this new Xbox coming out next year. And I'm like, one more year, I'm going to be patient. They're like, well, Dad, we're going to get that one too, right? And I'm like, maybe in 7 years when I'm talking all this shit, just like you guys were to me. Ridiculous. But I did see it is $450 for the Switch too. But games being at $90, I'm sorry, Mario's cool and all, but damn, $90? I play Roblox.
Mario is not worth $90, bro. It's not.
Dude, I'm telling you, I would shit on you guys in some Roblox. Like you guys would not stand a chance on me, dude. There's so many different games on there, and it's those simulators that get me. They're like, do you want your house to be bigger? Like keep doing all these different tasks. I'm telling you, especially T-Dog, knowing how she gets scared just of like thinking of Edward Munster. She'd love the shit out of these simulators, dude.
Dude, I downloaded. So, babe, what version of Roller Coaster Tycoon did I get you? Is it 2, 1?
All of the old ones. You've got like
I bought her the brand new Roller Coaster Tycoon, the one that for PC that's looks super amazing. She refused to play it. She only wants the one from 2001 that looks like the original Sim City, and she'll play it for hours. Her autism is peak. Her autism is peak. Like, I'll come over, she's like, look at all the other day she's playing. She's like, look at all, I can't even fucking, look at all these palm trees I'm putting down. And she's just put on the, and it just reminded me, it's like what Euban would do if he's like super high and he's pressure washing. That's exactly but it looked good. I mean, she built some amazing looking roller coaster theme parks and shit. But she's like, look at this. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're doing. And I play some pretty sophisticated shit. No clue what she's doing.
Hey, I want to talk shit on her so bad with the Roller Coaster Tycoon, though. But I even downloaded the one on my phone. I ran out of memory, though, so I had to delete it. But it was like 2 gigs for the mobile version. And I even bought one of like these little expansion packs for like $8.99. I was addicted. I was sitting there playing that shit till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm over there just
if I get her one on her phone, she's never gonna stop. Our other addiction is Monopoly. We love to play Monopoly. We have drinking rules for Monopoly. So
physical or game?
It's the game. The physical. If it's just me and her, dude, the physical version's too. The cleanup is too much.
I don't trust the dice. I need to roll it myself, baby.
That's right. That's right.
What?
Tell 'em how we can flip the board.
Oh yeah, so this weekend I was drinking. We were drinking, obviously. So I was on Steam, and I'm like, let me see if they updated because the Monopoly I had doesn't play well on my Steam Deck. It's like not as compatible or whatever. So we would have to play the Switch version, which is never. You don't get all the cool stuff with like the PC version has. And they do. They have a new version, and it's semi-compatible. So and it worked perfectly fine. People were complaining, but people always complain. And my favorite part of the new Monopoly. And, we have our drinking rules. So when certain things happen, it just pisses you off. Well, there's a flip the board thing, and you can literally just flip the whole board. And everything goes back to normal. It doesn't do anything, but it makes you feel good when you're angry to just fucking flip the board. And it's like a living board. There's like a city in the center, and there's all this shit. It's snowing. You're like, you just flip.
So,
Needless to say, we did that a lot.
So, say hypothetically, if Goot and I decided to beat your guys' ass at Monopoly, could we play against you too?
We could.
Oh, I'm damn.
could?
That's dangerous.
How so? Like
I
a
love me some Monopoly.
PC or
PC? Yeah, you could buy it's right on Steam, dude. It was on sale for like $15.
do they have
You
this
know how
in
many paper
VR
towels
set?
I can get for that, dude? I can get like easily 100 paper towels for $15 for that kind of money. I mean, I know that you could probably get 3 rolls of Bounty for $15.
Dude, I'm telling you, you know what? I'm gonna have a video showing absorption rates with shitty or shitty whatever you would get, the giant brand mixed with what it would be to have the premier brand. It's like Mercedes Hyundai. Okay, that's what we're talking about in paper towel terms here. All
How
right.
big of a mess are you making that you need this goddamn like shop vac of a paper towel to clean
I
up
have
all this liquid?
dogs. I have dogs. Sometimes I'll put my drink on the floor. I'll turn around, come back, and my dog just decided he was gonna walk by it, and he hit it with his ass. And now my full drink is just all over the floor, and we have carpets.
Yeah, so that's when you use, and you're using a paper towel for that? Why are you
Hell
not
yeah.
using it? You use a bath towel that somebody just used the night before, bro. You picked that shit up out of the dirty
Nah,
hamper.
bro. You
Soak
don't
that shit up.
understand. You don't understand. I live like Matt lives. I don't have multiple towels. I have one towel.
Oh my god.
I have one towel. Matt will laugh when he listens to this. We had this discussion. There's certain things that I only have one of. I literally have one towel. I actually just replaced my old towel. T-Dog replaced our towels not too long ago, but there's one towel. That's what I use.
So you've been watch the Simpsons episode where they have the bounty episode. It's like their Stand By Me episode. It's pretty impactful if you know what I'm talking about.
Jeez.
I love how we're trying to convince him to use bounty paper towels. What devolved our conversation from doing dishes to making sure Euban uses bounty paper towels? Shout out Bounty if you want to sponsor the podcast.
I'm not pissing away money for bounty paper towels. That's not happening. I'm gonna stick. First of all, you need more than one towel. That is blasphemous. Let's not skip over that real quick. Let's not deviate from that. Is barbaric, my friend. How the hell are you only having one bath towel? I'm gonna send you some in the mail.
Back me up, Matt. I know you're gonna listen to this, and I want a title screen of this man is a smart man. That's what I want.
I'm gonna send you just my towel closet. Right, we have a whole like closet for extra blankets, everything, and then it's just, I mean, probably 3 shelves, I would say, deep of just towels.
Yeah,
dude. Because when we have a pool, so you're thinking like how, like, and I got 3 kids, so family of 5 using. If we use the pool, 5 towels. Everyone taking showers, 5 towels. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that shit. One towel. How often are you washing that shit? Now I gotta judge you for something else. How often are you washing this towel?
Once a week? Once every other week? Yeah.
Oh, I take like 3 showers a day.
Oh yeah, no.
Hold on now. So, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my tism. If I smell that towel and it even has remotely any sort of wet towel smell, or you know what I mean? Yeet, get that shit out of my face. Nope. Man, you know what? I'm bitching about how much laundry I do, but I know I bring this problem on myself because I'm washing that towel after each use, probably on average. I might use it twice. Usually not. I'm using new towel each time.
Yes.
I can't. I can just. But you know how much
To each
laundry I
his
do?
own.
If I show you this pile of laundry I got to fold, you'd be like, God damn. Like, do you guys have any clothes hanging in the closet? It may seem like not, but no. Just
Do you
a lot
wash
of
your
fucking-
clothes and your wife clothes?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Same here.
What are we doing wrong here? What are we doing? Like, this isn't a good thing. What are you doing here? Like, this is.
The
Guys,
bitches.
My wife is gone every other week. It sucks. I have to take care of the
Oh,
house.
yeah. We're
We have no excuse there.
we're conditioned. You know what I mean? Because I'm taking the trash out, which I like. You know what? I don't like trash being in the trash. As soon as they start like shoving it down, I go, dear Lord, let me just take this bag out right now before you guys try to like stuff it to where it's going to be seeping out the side and everything else. No, I'm good. But I'll do the dishes. I'll do the trash. I'll do the laundry, vacuuming, mopping. I hate mopping, but I do. It's something
Fired
about
people
that.
for that.
I do. I'm telling you, look at that floor, and as soon as you get done mopping, and immediately one of these heathens are coming in there with dirty feet, and I'm like, why do I even do these things? But I don't know. I did look at the time here too. We're gonna run the episode a little bit shorter this time because we have dad responsibilities, and apparently I got to go buy myself a roll of Bounty paper towels.
Just saying.
Do I have $10 on me to get one roll?
Next week, tell us the results. You'll be shocked. Your life will be changed.
It really will.
You know what my test is going to be? I'm
You're
going to
gonna be
show
a
it to you
bounty man.
both. Is I'm going to blow a load on a glass table, and I'm going to just try to clean it up with one sheet of each. And I have a feeling it's going to go through my cheap one.
No, it will not.
Oh, your cheap one? Oh yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
cheap. You're getting cum on your hands.
I'm telling you. You guys look at the viscosity of these loads, you're like, God damn, like he's going to need, that's 3 Bounty sheets at least.
Just one,
Shit's
baby.
thick.
Just one.
So
That's one. That's all you need.
I'll leave you guys with the thought of tapioca pudding being smeared on a glass table. Leave you with that visual. Let us know in the comments of what other type of pudding you would like us to smear on a glass table. And what's your favorite paper towel? After that, I'm going to go probably rub out at least 3 times. This is going to be a good experiment. I'm going to try 4 different paper towels. Bronny's going to stroke me off 100%. But we hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Be sure to choose some peanut butter. I almost forgot what it was. And some Roid Rage. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Later.
Tony, Matt, Tyson, Goot, you been and Rob are bringing this show for y'all. They're gonna say what they want and keep it raw with the show called Bodywrong.